everyone. I'm Deb. I'm the librarian at Temple Emmanuel, and I'm here to talk about Purim, which is coming up very soon. As you know, this is a holiday, once again celebrating how the Jews were able to conquer some people who were not acting respectfully. And the heroine of this story is Queen Esther. So I am going to read this book called Talia and the Haman-tushies. It's written by Linda Elevitz Marshall and illustrated by Francesca Azzarelli. Carbon, the publisher, has given me permission to share this lovely story with you. And I know that most of you know that Haman was the bad man, and when we are in our service, it is our practice to yell boo when we hear our name. And the special pastries we eat are called Haman-tushies, and they are shaped like Haman's boo hat. It was early spring when Talia visited Grandma. The snow on the farm had melted, and Purim was coming. You're just in time to make hamentashen, special cookies for Purim, Grandma said. Talia was puzzled. Haman-tushies? Yuck! What kind of cookie was that? Are you thinking it sounds like tushy, like I am? I think Talia thinks the same thing. Talia decided she would help Grandma make Haman-tushies, but she would never, ever eat one. As they mixed ingredients for the dough, Grandma told Talia the story of Purim. Long ago, in the city of Shushan, in faraway Persia, the king was looking for a new wife. He called all the young women from the kingdom to appear before him at the palace. Among them was Esther, a Jewish girl who was brave, smart, and beautiful. The king immediately fell in love with her. They married, and Esther became the new queen of Persia. Wow, said Talia. A Jewish queen? Grandma nodded. Yes. But before I go on with the story, let's gather the fillings for our cookies. We can use poppy seeds, jam, chocolate kisses, honey, nuts, or peanut butter. Pick what you like the best. As Talia collected the fillings, Grandma continued the story. One day, Esther's cousin Mordecai overheard two men plotting against the king. That means that these evil men wanted to get rid of the king. Mordecai told Queen Esther, and Queen Esther warned the king. You saved my life, the king declared, and someday I will thank Mordecai for his help. Grandma showed Talia how to fill and shape the dough. As they worked, Grandma continued the story. But soon there was trouble. The king's prime minister was a proud, wicked man named Haman. He made everyone bow down to him. But Mordecai, he refused to bow. Why? Asked Talia. Grandma explained. Mordecai would not bow down to another person because he knew that all people were created equally, and no one person was better than another. And furthermore, Jews do not bow. Grandma continued the story. Haman was furious. He wanted to punish not just Mordecai, but all the Jewish people. He said to the king, Your Majesty, some people in your kingdom refuse to bow to us. They are different from the people of Persia. They should be punished. Mordecai learned what Haman was planning. He told Esther, Haman wants to harm the Jewish people. You must convince the king not to listen to Haman. Grandma put the cookies in the oven. What do you think Queen Esther did? She asked. I don't know, thought Talia. What would Queen Esther do? Queen Esther pondered and thought and paced, and then she had an idea. She prepared a special feast for the king and Haman with all the king's favorite foods. The king was so delighted with his wonderful wife and the feast she had made for him, he wanted to repay her and say thank you. "What would make you happy, dear Esther?" "Please," Esther answered, "don't let Haman hurt me." "What?" cried the king. "Haman would never hurt you." "Yes, he would," said Esther. "Haman wants to hurt the Jewish people, and I am Jewish. Haman is a very bad man." As the king listened to his beloved queen, he remembered that her cousin Mordecai had once saved her life. So the king rewarded loyal Mordecai and punished wicked Haman, and the Jews lived happily ever after in Shushan for many, many years. Thank you to brave, smart Queen Esther. Grandma removed the Haman-tushies from the oven. Talia stared at the oozing filling. They smelled so delicious. Grandma took a cookie, but Talia did not. "Grandma, why do we call these Haman-tushies? That sounds so yucky." Grandma laughed. "They're called hamentashen, not Haman-tushies." The word tashen means pockets in Yiddish. We call these cookies Haman's pockets, not Haman's tushies. Here, try one. Talia bit into a poppy seed one. It was delicious. She giggled and took another bite. You know what, Grandma? Queen Esther was one smart cookie. Grandma gave Talia a big hug, just like you. And in the back, you could make your own Haman-tushie. The end. Thanks for listening.